Hey guys, I am back. I'm very, very excited. I am going to be doing two collective readings tonight. So, of course, first I'm going to do my occult collective, and then I'm going to do like a positive, good news, good stuff that's coming towards you in the second video. So, since we're on the occult, I had to pull the occult tarot, especially for my fellow pagans and Satanists, those of you who work closely with demons. So yeah, we're just gonna see what messages comes out for you. Maybe give you some ideas of who you should work with or what you should work with. So yeah, we're gonna see what comes out for you. I think I'm gonna pull from the bottom. Okay. So there is a saying, as we all know, you're never supposed to speak a demon's name out loud. So I am just going to show you the card and let you determine for yourself what resonates for you, what that means, if this is the entity that you should work with or have been currently working with, okay? But this particular demon causes and curses diseases, tells secrets and hidden things, and can make one shapeshift. So if that's some magic or ritual that you're into, this demon can assist with that. And of course, I have my Made in Hell shirt, of course. So let's see what else comes out, okay? And also, most of these entities, these demons, their names are incredibly hard to pronounce. And maybe that is a particular reason why that is. But this demon is a strong and faithful fighter, follows all commands, and answers all questions. So, take that how it resonates. People have this misconception that 666 is associated with the devil, mostly Christians, but in actuality, that is not true. And if you know, you know. And if you know, comment down in the comments. Alright, you also have this demon as well. So this one, it teaches rhetoric very well, gives faithful servants, favorful of friends and foes, and knowledge of languages. So if you're looking to be confluent, especially with Latin, I am familiar with most of these entities, demons. They prefer that you speak Latin. And then I just feel like that's confirmation. But also, there is a message. Be mindful of what you say. Make sure that you're pronouncing the words correctly. And be very specific. So yeah, try not to mess up on your words. There's like a tickle in my throat. Alright, so this is the next demon. And this one is famous for kills by drowning, can sink ships, controls the seas and the winds, will spare life by request. So if you're looking into water magic, I guess that's your guy. Okay. Let's see, I'm getting called for this one right here. These are very powerful entities. This one teaches philosophy perfectly, brings souls back from the dead to answer questions. So if you're doing necromancy, this particular entity may be able to help you or assist you with that. So yeah, if you've already considered or have been trying to figure out which demon is best to work with, I do recommend this deck. And there is also a demonology dictionary. The author is a woman. I forget her name. I have the book, but there is a demonology dictionary, and I'll be sure to try to find that and post that in the description box so it'll be easier for you to find it. But yeah, actually, I should get up and get it. Or actually, I should have had it here, but I'm gonna post it in the description box, and that may be significant to some of you. Alright, we also have this demon. This demon is famous for, it says, steals or fetches anything requested, including money and horses, reveals secret things, and bring questionable familiars. So, that's what he does. And then here at the bottom, we have this particular demon. And this one procures the love of a woman of any age, tells what treasures are hidden, tells of the past, present, and future. I'm getting with this particular one in regards to getting answers to the past, present, and future. You may be very, very shocked. This demon may request that you keep certain knowledge that will be revealed to you, to yourself. They don't divulge this information to everyone. This is not information that is needed to be known by everyone. So yeah, also flipping through this one is standing out to me as well. So this demon is a sower of discord, slayer of men. So if you have been wronged and you're looking to get some vengeance or some answers, this particular demon may be able to assist you with that. With that trauma, because I'm getting trauma as well. Also, this demon may be very significant as well. It says, causes women to love men and brings them together in love, can make women barren. So if that's your situation, This demon may be able to assist you with those situations. But yeah, of course, I'm pretty sure most of us are familiar with this deck, the Occult Tarot. Like, this deck is top tier, definitely 10 out of 10. I am happy to be an owner, and it comes with the book as well. So, I have a lot of decks, so I'm going to try to hurry up and do this as fast as I can. Next, I'm going to hop to my occult deck that will be available for purchase very, very soon. I am thinking about adding more to the deck and subtracting some as well. So I hope when they get distributed and come out that you guys enjoy them. It's definitely a unique deck. There's nothing else like this deck. I am very proud to have connected with Source, with Spirit, to create this deck. So yeah, I'm going to be very, very excited for the release. So we have Venom. Venom may be very significant. That may be an ingredient that you may need to use in a ritual or spell. Okay, we also have Pendulum here. You also have Bury Underground, so there might be something that you need to bury underground. And then you also have Cult. Okay. I'm going to take them. So we got Egyptian Past Life. Those of you connecting with Isis and Ra or Osiris, that may resonate for you. You also have Bones. For those of us who are collectors of bones, bones may be very significant. Another ingredient that you may use for your ritual or spell. You also have Book of the Dead. So again, this correlates with the Egyptian past life. The Egyptians were the creators of the Book of the Dead. So you may find something useful or beneficial to you in the Book of the Dead. You also have Bad Witch. So you that witch, okay? You also have your aura is bright. So you are protected. You are seen in the 5D. You also have Evil Spirit. Poison. Yeah, you got Venom and Poison. So there may be a particular herb or flower that possesses poison or something very, very potent that you may need to use. Just be mindful and knowledgeable and careful with whatever you decide to use. And Spirit is saying, listen, witch. So there is something that Spirit may be whispering in your ear or sending a message in the wind. There's something about a message in the wind. So pay attention to that. Listen closely for that. Okay, at the bottom, you also have premonition. So you may be getting a message in the form of a premonition or a dream. Also, something about walking in a dream state, astral travel as well. there are messages in there for you. Yeah, it's still going back. It's something being linked to you finding out knowledge or information, hidden knowledge, hidden information, past, present, and future. It's also given like Nostradamus effect. For those of you who are familiar with him, he made quatrains. There were certain people, some people call them prophecies, but I have his book as well. There is some interesting stuff in there. I highly do recommend the Nostradamus effect. We also have Hecate, of course. I'm gonna start putting her statue up here. Her statue is over there overseeing me in my room, and I just love when she pops out in a reading, because it's just like, daughter, I'm here. I'm with you. I'm, you know, helping me channel, giving out these messages to you. And of course, I'm gonna be using my Hecate deck, of course. There was another Hecate deck I saw on Etsy. It was like a Hecate oral deck, and I was gonna buy it, but it sold out. So hopefully they make more and I'll be able to get it. So we also have forbidden. So yeah, it is something forbidden, something hidden knowledge. That's what I'm getting. That's what occult means, hidden knowledge. So there is something forbidden that I feel like you and only you are going to have access to. And however, whatever means that you come across this information, keep it close to the vest, because it's not for all of humanity. Those of us who are connected to source, spiritually inclined, we feel the shift. We can sense things. We know. So we also have reincarnation as well. And you also have crystals. So use your crystals. Very, very beneficial. Sage your crystals as well. Put them in the sunlight and the moonlight to charge. And wash them too. I noticed that some of my crystals I wash with salt. Not all crystals can be washed with salt, but make sure that you're cleansing them as well. Yeah, we got use your herbs. And again, Etsy is like the perfect place for that. There are so many awesome creators and artists on there. Herbalists, spiritualists who offer amazing herbs. Everything is fresh. It's good intention. Buy it, set into it. So use your herbs. That's another ingredient for a ritual or spell that you may use. You also got insight here. And you have Sumerian past life. So for those of you who have had a Sumerian past life, some of us know that the Sumerians were one of the, I believe, the official, first civilization, before the Egyptians, before the Mesopotamians. So there may be a message there for you. You also have shadow people, a person, dark figures, so watch out for these. Again, with whatever chaos magic that you're doing, whatever ritual or spell, just be mindful that you're closing portals, you're actually cleansing and closing things properly. Saying goodbye if you're using the Ouija board. When you're dealing with the occult, you have to be very careful. You have to be you have to be on another level spiritually. You really do. So a shout out to those of you who dabble in this, who practice and work this type of magic. This is your craft that you've honed. Yep, you got supernatural. Yeah, there's also something about gifts, you being granted certain gifts, certain powers as well, with whoever you decide to work with, or whatever ritual or spell that you'll be getting. You also have haunted, cursed location. So if you need to go to a haunted or cursed location to channel better or to do this ritual or spell, this is confirmation for you. Yeah, you also have you are the priestess or priest. Right? I think I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna remember to add that. And you also have another dimension. So again, astral travel, portals, working with the Fae, if there are certain ones that do. Okay. You also have hoodoo, high priestess or high priest. Look, priest came out twice. So again, your rank in the spiritual world is very high. You are seen and protected very, very highly in the 5D. You also have dark sorcery. So again, chaos magic, and again, look, divine assistance. Divine assistance. All right, I'm gonna pull a few more. I'm gonna pull these. All right, so yeah, look, we have go to graveyard, seek answers, collect your graveyard dirt. That may be another ingredient that you may need to use. You also have telekinesis. Again, gifts. You're going to be granted certain gifts. This may be one of them. You got another dimension again. So you may unlock these gifts in another dimension or get this hidden knowledge in another dimension. You also have thought, moon phases. So pay attention to the moon phases. Doing certain rituals and spells on certain moon phases. You have extra protection. You also got evil eye. And it says spirit ancestors have your back. Yeah. I told you were ranked very high. You were protected highly. You are valued very much in the 5D. You also have Mabon. Mabon, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Alright, it says your spiritual gifts are more powerful. See? Didn't I tell you spiritual gifts? You also have spiritual attacks. So again, being mindful when you travel, when you do these rituals or spells, when you make deals or sign contracts, whatever it is that you do, be careful. Because there are certain entities or certain people that you will work with who don't want to see you succeed, don't want to see you shine, want to take your energy, want to take your soul. Just be mindful about who and what you work with. Yeah, because they feel your presence. They know. They know your aura is very bright. It blinds them. You also have offerings here, so make sure you're leaving your offerings. You also have grimoire or a manuscript. Again, seeking hidden knowledge. It may be in a grimoire or going back to a few cards back, the Book of the Dead. Yeah, look, Horus. He's an Egyptian god. And you have mirrors, so scrying, working with the mirrors again. I think the last reading, the mirrors were very, very significant in the last reading, and it's popping out again. So scrying is very significant. That may be a new gift, a new skill, talent, craft that you unlock. And then at the bottom we have Lucifer. So this is confirmation. If you're working with him or deciding to work with him, this is confirmation for you. He is very, very powerful. So again, make sure you follow the rules. You do what you need to do. Okay? Alright, so I am going to now pull the Green Witch's Oracle deck. Just to give you an idea of what type of herbs may be significant to you. To carry around in a satchel bag, in your purse, your wallet, whatever, to use in your rituals and spells. And I believe I got this deck off of Amazon as well. Let's start from the bottom. We also have tend. So maintenance, encouragement, and guidance. Tend to your garden, water yourself, tend to yourself. For those of you who are starting a garden, a herbal garden, fruits, vegetables, whatever it is that you are growing, make sure you tend to it. Like me, I'm thinking about starting a little compost in my backyard because I love fruits and vegetables, and I hate to throw away rinds or the skin of vegetables and fruits. Like I want to incorporate that because I'm an earth sign, so I want to incorporate that and reduce consumption and give back to Mother Earth. So composting may be something that you might be interested in too. Alright, so we have fog, obscurity, feeling lost. Again, seeking hidden knowledge, traveling. Maybe you might be wandering sometimes when you travel. There might be a door that you keep seeing, as well as something about that door. It may seem ominous, or you don't know if you should go through it, but I do feel like that door keeps popping up for you, so you won't wander endlessly. Yeah, we also have month, so mystery, concealment, and illusion. Be mindful about certain entities that you come into contact with when you travel or when you perform certain rituals. Because with the illusion spell, and then coming back to the mirrors illusion, be careful. Be very careful. The mirrors are nothing to play with, I'm telling you. You also have earth, so peace and grounding, giving back to Mother Earth. We live on this beautiful, awesome planet. And we need to take care of it a whole lot better. We also have butterflies, so transformation, joy, beauty, and transcendence. So butterflies may be very significant as well. And then at the bottom you have potion, so empowerment and invigoration. So creating potions, creating oils for yourself, using those herbs and olive oil and setting the intention into it and letting it sit for 2 to 3 weeks and then using it like, yeah. You also have hedge, so potential, boundaries, and indecision. And then you also have harvest, so determination and hard work. So you will be working very, very hard to achieve something. Okay. All right. You also have buds, so new beginnings and expansion. All right. Let's see what's next. I think I'm going to use the Morbid Mirror Oracle. I can't tell you how much I love this deck. It's so beautiful. It really is. I love it so much. The cards are just fantastic. I really love the back. So I'm going to pull 3 cards from this deck. It's something about pulling 3 cards. Okay. So we have number 48. By healing ourselves, we heal the past, present, and future. For those of you who stay with me, who listen, like who follow, remember past, present, and future came out earlier. And then I said something about pulling 3 cards. Past, present, future. So 3, the number 3 is very significant. So yeah, by healing ourselves, we heal the past, present, and future. I'm also getting breaking generational curses with that card as well. You also have number 56. The seen is outcome of what much goes unseen. Unseen forces already participate in your life. Divine assistance. And at the bottom you have number 1. Feel the fear, but do it anyways. Feel the fear, but do it anyways. So next is the Season of the Witch Oracle, or Oracle of the Witch, I should say. Another one of my favorite decks. Look, we got High Priestess at the bottom. High Priestess at the bottom. Conduit. So for those of you working with mediumship, also something about dolls as well. If you're working with dolls, that's confirmation for you. Okay? In regards to the dolls, if you start to see them move or they start to help you or participate in something, try not to be too freaked out. Okay? Alright, we also have Moot. So, gathering. I'm also getting Coven with this card. So, finding your tribe. Performing a ritual out into the woods using a cauldron. There's also something about chanting as well. Chanting is very, very significant. Actually chanting and feeling that intention, feeling the energy flow through you. Okay, we have magical tools. So magnification, using your tools. Mortar and pestle, the pendulum, the Ouija board, the scythe, the mirror, the cauldron, the cup, the chalice, I should say, candles, sage, herbs, all of those things. Alright, we also have herb garden, medicinal. So yeah, herbs are very, very significant to you. I really do feel like it's going to be so beneficial to you and help you unlock a lot of things. So yeah, look, we got grimoire again. So there is knowledge in a grimoire, in an old book. I'm also getting Book of Shadows. And that's interesting I say Book of Shadows because this is my Book of Shadows right here. Yeah, so there is a message, or there is certain knowledge that you need to write down in your grimoire or your Book of Shadows. Okay, we also have the old ones, so honoring. You may be visited by a past loved one or an ancestor who may relay a message to you or give you hidden knowledge. Okay, and then we also have curses and remedies, so healing. That's what I strongly recommend after doing chaos magic. Any type of spell or ritual that requires a blood sacrifice, anything like that. After you perform a curse or a hex, you heal. And there is a saying too. I don't know exactly who it was by, but I was always taught that if you can't hex, you can't heal. Or is it the other way around? I don't know. I'm not for sure, but I'm sure it's that way. If you can't hex, then you can't heal. So just keep that in mind. You also have hagstone, so protection. Did I say you protected? Protected always. And then at the bottom, look who it is. Look who it is. Now I want to point out something. I notice how certain decks or certain books, and I'm going to pull out this card too because it was turned over. And I'm going to take this one and this one. Most people spell her name with a C. There's a C in her name. I spell her name with a K. Because to me, the K screams more Greek, which is, mainly her origin. So that's just me. But you do it however you do it. If you connect with her in that specific way, again, this is for you. That's very interesting. So yeah, we have underworld here. So it may be a spell or someone you need to connect with in the underworld. And she may guide you. Okay. You also have sigil. So symbols. Sigils are very significant as well. Also, with this card, I'm also getting runes as well. You might be able to channel through runes. We also have weather magic, so manipulation. And it's interesting on this card, the main reason why this card stuck out was because there is like a siren, a mermaid or woman here controlling the weather over the water, over the sea. And you got that card earlier, a few cards back, about water. And then you got puppets, so sorcery, voodoo dolls, if you will. That might be very significant to you as well. And look at the bottom, we got High Priest. High Priestess was first and now High Priest is here. High Priest, authority. And look who's in the background on the card. Wow. Wow. I just love how the readings, for me, the readings hit. They resonate. They make sense. There's like, similarities. There's messages there. So hopefully you're paying attention. Alright, I'm going to pull from the Witching Hour Oracle. I really like this deck too. Okay, so the first card that popped out is Mud and Moss, Stagnation. So with this card, it's giving me the fog card again, because you see this person here laying in the middle of a forest where there's fog. They're alone. They may be afraid. And they probably just like giving up from just wandering. So that's what I get from this card, stagnation. Again, going back to a door. There's something about a red door. Alright, we got moon water, so reset. Make some moon water. Charge it outside. And this also goes back to the moon phases card as well. So there may be a significant intention that you need to set on a specific moon phase. And you can need to create this. Reset. I also heard that moon water under your bed while you sleep is very beneficial to you, or having it close to your bed while you sleep. Okay. And we also have the elements, back to basics. So using not just herbs, but the elements as well. And then salt at the bottom, boundaries, creating a salt circle, especially for protection, keeping things out and away. Salt is very, very powerful. I think we talked about that the last collective reading as well. Alright, what's next? Alright, Earth and Bone Oracle. I love this deck, it's so pretty. I say it about every deck, guys, but I'm genuinely serious. I love all of my tarot decks, and I'm going to be ordering more. Like, there is so many awesome decks on Etsy. I'm just in awe. Like, just take all my money. Take all my money. Alright, so the first card out, and just to keep the video short, I'm not reading from the books because I just feel like the messages are going to resonate and hit you with just me pulling the card. It's going to make sense to you. So you got number 21, flow, recovery, moving on, finding peace. You also have Trinity, remember, 3, balancing decisions, priorities, adapting to change. And what's very significant to me on this card is the 3 wolves here, or the 3 dogs. For those of us who know, who resonate with Hecate, she always walks with her hounds. Usually 2, most of the time 3. I usually see her with 3 because she is the triple goddess. So hopefully that resonates as well. Alright, we also got sorcerer, so ambition, willpower, creation. You are the sorcerer, okay? The power of manifestation and intention is beyond this world, truly. It really is. You also got blood moon, so illusion, uncertainty, narcissism. Blood moon may be very, very significant. And I think I should look that up because I'm going to try to see when the next blood moon is. That's a very good question. So let's see. So the next blood moon in the year of 2025, which we are, is going to be September 7th and 8th. So Virgo season, that's when the blood moon is. Mark that down in your calendars. I'm going to have to remember and put that down as well. Alright, we also got Burrow, so exhaustion, questioning motivations, and realignment. With Burrow, I'm still going back to that bury underground card. There might be something that you need to bury underground. And we also have shelter, so spiritual growth, accountability, and healing. And we also have beloved, so love, reciprocity, and intertwinement. So for those of you who are doing like love spells, trying to get someone to see you, I do see it working, okay? I do see it working. Just be mindful though. Love spells, it's a hit or miss for me with the love spells because, you know, I understand you want to be loved, you want to find your person, or there's someone you want to love you, but some spells are incredibly powerful and just take things way too far. Like, there are so many love spells, you know, honeypots, using love spells with honey and rose, and writing down their name 3 times and folding it towards you, signing a love contract in your menstrual blood, or putting menstrual blood in your person's food, or whatever the case may have you. Also, it is very important for my ladies, when you have intercourse with someone on your period, that is a spell, that is a ritual. You are binding that person to you. So just keep that in mind. Your menstrual blood it has a very powerful essence. It is incredibly powerful, and it's sacred. At least to me, it is. So just be mindful and careful how you use it because it is very powerful. Very powerful. If you go do something like that, please make sure that that is the person that is worthy of that and meant for that. That's what I'm gonna say. You do you. All right, so we got what's the juju? So let's see what the juju is. All right, we got karma hit, so that karma catches up. You will witness that karma. Someone setting you up to get bad karma. Their time has come to pay. So karma may be very significant. Maybe that is why you're doing a spell or a ritual or a curse. You also have surveillance juju, so breaking stolen camera, wanting to watch you on camera, secretly recording you, catching paranormal activity on camera. So back to the shadow people card that came out. You also have Ashaktic records, wanting to know about you, trying to unlock your spiritual records, wants to steal your spiritual info, hacking your Ashaktic records. So again, back to spiritual attack. There's something unseen moving that's observing and paying attention. And those of you who feel like you're being watched, especially while you sleep, if you feel like a presence or something, or you feel like you're being watched, that's not for everybody. That's for someone very specific. That's just confirmation. You need to do whatever you need to do to get that evil spirit or entity away from you or off of you, especially while you sleep. This entity thinks that you're vulnerable or you're weak while you're asleep, but that's not the case. Maybe that's why you've been wandering. It's been trapping you in an illusion or something like that. Try the door. Don't be afraid of the door. Maybe that's your way out. And I'm getting that this door doesn't come every time you sleep or you astral travel. It's like a once in a blue moon thing. The next time you see the door, use the door. All right, we got excessive vices. So overstimulating, drinking and smoking excessively, mixing drugs with alcohol, unhealthy cravings all the time. If you feel like you need to be high in order to complete your spells or rituals, maybe you need to tone down on that just a little bit. Just a little bit. I know Aleister Crowley was famous for doing drugs and performing magic, satanic rituals. So that may resonate for you. You also have legal issues juju, in and out of court, wanting people to sue you. Legal, illegal issues coming back to back, making you commit crimes, etc. So just be mindful about what you do. Alright, so we got fraud magic. Victim of fraud, putting your info into stuff, getting you involved in fraudulent activities, scamming, getting you scammed for money. I'm getting fake spiritualists with that card. Somebody who said they could teach you something, or someone who says they have knowledge or information for you. I wouldn't trust that. You also got parental annihilation. So brainwashing children, turning your kids against you, kids interfering in everything, causing drama with your kids. Oh, wow. We got illusion magic. Apparition, seeing phantoms of a person, making something seem real, hallucinating the presence of a person. Then I say you might be visited by someone, but it may be an illusion. It may be a certain entity or evil spirit, so just be mindful, especially if you've been practicing scrying, or if you've been communicating with somebody on the other side, whether it be with a Ouija board or in a dream or with the mirrors. That might be a warning for you. Alright, so we got church members, so pointing fingers, praying for your downfall, judging you unrighteously, wolves in sheep's clothing. Most Christians are. We also have social media Karen. Platform police reports all your shit, halting on your content, wants to cancel you so bad. So if you have your own Etsy shop, or if you spread spiritual information, or you have an occult page or a magic page or a witch page, and you notice that you got haters, this is confirmation that someone is trying to sabotage you. Especially if this person doesn't align with your spiritual gifts and your spiritual knowledge. Yeah. But I'm seeing it backfire on them completely. You also have emotional spell work, so replacing your emotions, causing emotional distress, masking real emotions, feelings that you don't really give a fuck about. And then you also have chaos magic. Wow, I said that earlier. Wreaking havoc, turning your peace into chaos, manipulate, warp, and reconstruct life, bringing about total destruction. So that may be confirmation for you if you're using chaos magic. And then we have lust spells. I gave you a few tips earlier, remember? Strong sexual cravings, sudden sexual desires for them or you, overwhelming lustful sensations. I don't think I can say this part at the bottom, but I'm gonna just show you the card. Interesting. Alright, so we're coming up on the 40-minute mark here. I do have a few more decks I want to get to. And then I still have to do another collective reading as well. Oh, yes. So, I forget the appropriate name for this deck, but for those of us in tarot, we know who this artist is right here. I got this off of her Etsy shop, of course. Amazing. I would buy all of her decks if I could. And I think I'm gonna add it in the description box as well. So we have hope. It says you offer the most vulnerable gift there is, hope. Through your optimism and support, you inspire hope in others. All right, I'm gonna take them. All right, so we have Dream Girl. Dreams. It says you have many options in love and that puts you in a place of power. You are the dream girl, the ultimate prize to win. You also have Creature. It says you have the ability to shapeshift into any animal or possibly have a strong affinity towards them. This can give you strength, wisdom, and power of that specific animal. So remember that for those of you who are trying to hone that gift of shapeshifting, that demon may be able to help you with that. You also have Moon Goddess. It says you are in sync with moon cycles, promoting balance and feminine energy on earth, helping others, being in their healing shadow aspect of themselves. You also have Demolisher. You have the ability to step out of the past and let go of old energies to step into new with ease. You thrive on change. And you also have Becoming here. It says you can easily tap into people's fantasies and become them, multifaceted, complex, but well-rounded, making you hard to read. You also have Wild Child. The wild, rebellious side of you keeps people on a roller coaster ride. You're not afraid to break the rules and rebel against authority to achieve your goals. You also have Fashionista. You know how to dress the part, ascending to your best features and making friends. Turning heads your way. You also have Femininity. It says you are the mix of girlish charm and mature sensuality. You can draw them in without even knowing. A subtle, learned effect. This one is Diviner. You have a natural talent for divination, revealing what is hidden, or hear answers that may come in many different forms to help you on the right path. So there might be a message in the wind, might be a message in a dream. You have Catalyst. It says you're someone that invokes progress and change in people, making them aware that something could be better, leaving them forever changed. You also have a Challenger. You, with a heightened consciousness, having power to channel divine messages. You have the ability to open people's eyes to the unforeseen. And then you have Fire. With a strong connection to fire, you can cause great healing and great destruction. Fire magic suits you best. You are the spark of it all. So fire magic may be very significant to you as well. I'm going to still pull a few more because I know that there are many different personalities. There are many different archetypes. in the occult. So we have nurturer. A life-changing gift is the influence of a nurturing woman that provides love, support, protection, and encouragement to teach others to grow and develop. You also have music. Music has the ability to transport you to different realms. You also have humanitarian. You're a voice for the voiceless to create reform and change, relying on the divine to guide you and protect you from harm's way. And you also have mind power. You're a higher level soul with a mission to create transformation in people's minds so their emotions can come into balance. You're high level, you rank high. And then at the bottom you got alchemist. It says you are a true alchemist with the ability to transmute negativity and darkness and bring it to light, enabling others to reconstruct their reality and shift their perspective. And then we got the knowing card here too. You have the ability to connect on a deeper level with people and talk in the ways they feel heard, being able to penetrate their veil that often leaves people feeling vulnerable. And this last one, you have descendant. You come from a long line of healers, herbalists, and wise folk. Their ancient knowing resonates today deep in your spirit. You will know yourself by knowing them. I love this deck. It's awesome. Alright, guys. I am going to use I'm going to use my Hecatian deck to finish it off. Alright. So the first card, Divine Message. Yeah. She has a divine message for us. There is a divine message. For sure. And of course, since she's the triple goddess, I am going to pull 3 cards. And of course, if I'm called to pull more, I definitely will. Alright. At the bottom, we have Witches. And that's interesting, the astral realm. The door. Look. The door. Let me get astral traveling. The door. And we also got mediumship. So again, connecting with the dead, connecting with spirit, necromancy, magic. And it's so interesting that behind the mediumship card, apparition. Shadow people, ghost, poltergeist, apparition. Interesting. I forget what movie that is. It's a Curiouser and Curiouser. But yeah, that is the Occult Collective reading. I'm going to be putting my socials in the description box below if you would like to book a personal reading with me. Happy hunting. Good luck on your spells and rituals. Love and light, guys, as we spiritualists and witches say.